So hey ladies and gentlemen, Coach Evans here. Thank you very much for tuning in to another video. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chest here. I want us to talk about two types of individuals that you should never take dating or life advice from. Now, why am I bringing this up? It's because I find that most of us out there, we find significance in giving advice. We find a little bit of power, or I might say, when we tell somebody or we advise a friend to do something and they go ahead and do it. You know, there's that little bit of influence that happens there, and that makes us feel good. But that doesn't mean that all of us who are in relationships, let's say, are in a position to give relationship advice, or any of us who are just living are in a position to give any advice about life. The first type of person I want to bring attention to is anybody who does not have the life or relationship that you love to emulate yourself. Anybody who does not have the type of relationship you would love to have with the woman or man you end up being with. Now, why am I saying this? From my own experience while I was growing up, is I had friends who were in relationships when I was single, and some of these friends, to be honest with you, did not have the type of relationships I wanted to have myself. But most of the times I'll find that I'll take the advice and put it into action, and it never really worked out for me. The biggest reason is because their relationships were not working, and the advice that they were giving me were actually bringing out the same results that they were having. So that was very counterproductive on my side, trying to have an amazing, healthy relationship while taking advice from a person who has got a relationship that is dysfunctional or lacks communication. So be very mindful when you're having these conversations and look at that person's life. Look at that person's relationship. How does he describe his relationship? Does he describe that relationship with a lot of passion, a lot of love and care for the other person? Or is this one of those people that will tell you that, oh man, my lady, she's a bitch. She's just nagging all the time, you know, and always complaining about the other person. So be very mindful of that. And also you can take a look at how the partner, this person's partner, the person that you're taking advice from, how does that person's lover relate to this person? Is she always mad when they're together? Is she always grumpy? Or is she loving, touchy, and affectionate when she's around him? So that will communicate. Those nonverbal communications will give you a lot of details on how this person's life is actually happening. Does the lady love him? Does she respect him? So things like that. And some of these things the other person does not even need to tell you. You can just pay attention on your day-to-day life, or when you see them together, and it's going to tell you a lot. And another person that you should be very careful when you're taking dating or relationship advice from is a friend or family member that is more into their feminine than they are in their masculine. This has nothing to do with being a man or being a woman. This has everything to do with energy and presence. For somebody who is more into their feminine, you find that they will try to avoid confrontation. When you have to hear things like the way you approach that girl was not right, when you as a man or woman or whatever the case is have to hear things like your energy around is drowning people, it's suffocating people, that's why that person did not want to go out with you. You know, a person who is in their feminine is most likely not going to tell you that. They'll try to tell you things like, oh, this guy or girl has no idea what he or she is missing by not going out with you. Or this guy or girl has no idea what you have to offer because you're fucking amazing. You see, they'll try to pamper you. They'll try to not hurt your feelings. And that's what people who love us and who are more into the feminine amongst us, they'll try to do. They're not trying to hurt us or lead us in the wrong direction. All they're trying to do is just protect us from getting hurt. And people who are in my life that are feminine, I love them. I appreciate them for the love and the presence that they give. When it comes to life and dating advice, I take that with a grain of salt, because whatever they're going to try to tell me is going to be through the filter of them trying to keep me protected and not hurt my feelings. Number one, again, let's just recap this, is anybody who does not have the type of relationship or life that you would love to have, do not take their life or dating advice from, because again, whatever advice they give you will lead you to exactly where they are at that point in their lives. And two is anybody who's more in tune with their feminine side than they are their masculine will try to protect your feelings and not hurt you by telling you the hurt truth that sometimes you need to hear. So whatever they tell you, take with a grain of salt, and just again filter those things as you know best. That's all I have for you guys in today's video. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.